The young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a Joe like Chappelle show. This so perennial. Do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. I just had to let you know. It's the young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a Joe like Chappelle show. This so perennial. Do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. Yeah. I just had to let you know. Yeah. Give me that work and I can sell it. I put it on.
With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
It's a rematch of the 2004 Super Bowl. The Pats and Panthers are underway. It's a very short kick, taken right at the 20. And they're going to wind up with pretty good starting field position as they get it up past the 35.
First and 10 at their own 37-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. A first carry for the legend. It's Bo Jackson. He'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play. It's 2nd down.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. From the gun, Vick. And it's complete. He's got Gronk. That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down.
And he's the epitome of what we call the move tight end, a guy that you can line up anywhere, in the slot, out wide, in tight, doesn't really matter because he has such great skills. You want to utilize him in all aspects of your passing offense.
And there he was in the slot for the catch. Here's Vick. He's going to float this one deep right. That is caught by Moss. Touchdown, New England. Randy Moss, 38 yards. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Extra point by Elam, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Following the touchdown, here's Elam to kick it away. This will be taken very short. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line.
Let's go.
Shannon, 258, 52, come on. You don't want that. Pick up the ball.
6 times he went over 1,000 yards. Here's Clinton Portis. And if there was a lane there, it closed up quickly as he stopped for no gain. 2nd down.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Rodgers, he's got the connection to Cooper. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. Now, Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up the touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you had gotten a stop and it would be 0-0 right now, or no?
I wouldn't think so. I think in most cases, just down a touchdown, you know, I mean, we're just getting started here. It should be a long way to go. You think to yourself, stick with the game plan, all the things you worked on in practice. But you Some teams that when they get down, their natural tendency is to aggressively strike back. And let's see if they want to get outside of the game plan we expect and try and be aggressive on their first series.
Running right, Portis. And he'll be brought down right at midfield after a gain of only a couple. The good run on first down followed up by a not-so-good run on second down.
Now let's find out if they're going to stick with the run here on third down. A lot of people would love to see some play action here. I say go with your best running play over your best block.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first. Now the Hall of Famer, this is Gale Sayers, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here, and that'll make this a 2nd and 13. Now they'll throw with Rodgers. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Space to run past the 20. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. They do get 12, but they'll be marked short. And that leads to a 4th down. And no field goal try here from the red zone offense out there. They'll go for it on 4th. Rodgers with a keeper. And he'll be touched down here, but not before he does pick up the first. They only needed a few inches, and they didn't get much more than that, but by about the width of a shoelace, they convert on 4th down. Here's Portis. And he's brought down. Mark that as a gain of 16 to set him up 1st and goal. You were telling me this yesterday. That's exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation? We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game. And it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
They'll try and get it in with Sherman, the fullback. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. And the question now, can the Patriot defense hold firm again on 3rd and goal? They'll let the fullback try and pick it up. This is Anthony Sherman. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. Nothing doing there as the 13th play of the drive proves to be unlucky. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. They converted once earlier on this opening drive, but now comes a big test. 4th and goal. They'll go for it. It's Rodgers. And he's got it. Touchdown, Panthers. Terrell Owens there to make the grab as they are now on the board here in the first half. Vinatieri able to tack on the PAT, and we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. This one taken just inside the 10. And an excellent return there as he's up to the 35 and make it the 40-yard line.
Well, that return gives them a golden opportunity to go out in front. How will the defense respond after giving up that type of a return?
Very good starting position for the Patriot offense as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Looks like he's going to get a couple here on this first down carry, and that'll make it 2nd and 8. The linebacker Ryan Shazier there to make the tackle. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Vick, that's complete to Sharp. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 37. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They run on first down with Jackson. A good gain of 9 before he's brought down at the 28.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
The last run got 9. That leaves them with 2nd and a yard. Now Saquon Barkley. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. 9 yards the pickup there, and it's a first down. They keep it with Barkley on first down. Able to get away.
That's why you keep the legs churning.
8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
On 2nd down, it's Jackson. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. A 6-yard touchdown run. And the Patriots have taken the lead.
I know we don't talk about it enough, but the intelligence level of the guys up front blocking, the offensive linemen, maybe the smartest guys in football overall. Add in a little bit of athleticism and a whole lot of toughness, you've got a lot to deal with, don't you?
That's why the guys in the backfield get them really nice Christmas gifts, right?
If they're smart, they do.
This will be taken short. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They trail a 1-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. Now a play fake here on first down. And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down. Well, Charles, switching gears on a bit of a sad note. On Tuesday, October 22nd, Willie Brown passed away. Willie Brown, 16 seasons in the NFL. First 4 for the Broncos, and then the final 12 as an Oakland Raider.
Man, just think about his career. Hall of Fame 1984, 9-time Pro Bowler, 5-time All-Pro. And let's face it, the lasting image we'll have of him as a player, that interception of Fran Tarkenton in the Super Bowl. The old man, Willie Brown, taking it all the way back, 75 yards against the Vikings for a touchdown. The Raiders won Super Bowl 11. I had the pleasure of getting to know Willie Brown over the years. And when I tried out for the Dallas Cowboys, we scrimmaged the Raiders at one point. And Willie Brown came over to me and had some nice things to say to me, which was really pretty cool coming from a man of his stature and a man of his ability. And I'll treasure those nice words forever.
A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert. Rodgers now on first down. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Holt. Give him 15 there. The Panthers have a first down. Now a carry for Portis. And an alley to run. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
A run with Portis. And he's going to get this inside the 30.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down, keep the sticks moving.
A gain of 6 there on first. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Here's Rodgers. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Ryan Shazier. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line. Well, partner, let's take a quick look ahead to Week 8. A couple of exciting matchups. Carolina at undefeated San Francisco, and then Green Bay and Kansas City on Sunday night. That should be a fun one.
It should be. In Green Bay, Kansas City, a rematch of the first ever Super Bowl that was played. Green Bay winning that one in Los Angeles at the Coliseum. But that Carolina-San Francisco game is so intriguing to me because, to me, it's a battle of defenses. Carolina's defense is playing at a high level. But is anyone playing better defense in San Francisco outside of New England? I would say no.
And then also Seattle at Atlanta. And I bring up that game because, gosh, if the Falcons lose, Dan Quinn might not have a job.
Yeah, and that's true, and I hate that because DQ is one of the best guys you're going to meet. And it was just 2 years ago, his team was in the Super Bowl. But right now, they're 1-6. And if they lose to Seattle, they're facing an open week, and there'll be a heavy discussion and a job referendum on him at that point.
You can't block me. You can't block me.
Now Jackson. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. A great effort there with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Patriots, they add on to their lead. Extra point by Elam, up and good. And it's now 21-7. Following the touchdown, here's Elam to kick it away. This will be taken very short. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And you're under a minute to go in the half, a first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the clock, lick your wounds at the half, and see if you can come up with a strategy to play better in the second. But there's also something to challenging your offense right here. You know, hey, guys, you help dig this hole. See if you can get us out of it a little bit before the half runs out. Let's go make some plays.
From the 30 on 2nd down, Rodgers throwing the out route incomplete. It's Holt. The Panthers going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. Rodgers now 6 of 10 in this first half. He's got his guys a first down here. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining. Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. To throw is Rodgers. Going to throw again. He's got the first down and more past midfield. And he's got it across the 50 to the 47-yard line. Now here's a timeout as they're going to get it with 8 seconds remaining here in the first half. On first down, Rodgers. He's going to take a shot at the end zone. Why not? And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This one taken from the 7. And not a particularly good return here as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking Spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. Looking for Cooper, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Ryan Shazier. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line. Intended that time for Cooper. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 17-yard line.
They'll run again with Jackson. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. On first down, it's Jackson. And here he'll get it down to the 7. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. On second down, this is Jackson. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. Taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Pats take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in. Always important to get the first score of the second half. Now you start to pull away a little bit and get some breathing room going.
And now we find out about the fortitude of the group that's behind, because they were counting on getting into the game a little bit more, right? Maybe they get the first score. That doesn't happen. It looks almost insurmountable, but it's not. Let's see how hard they play the rest of the game.
And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
They'll run it here with Bortles. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And just like that, it's 3rd down. On the give, here's Bortles. And he's going to have the first down yardage to the 35. 3rd down turns to 1st with that 5-yard pickup.
Man, these guys may not win this ball game, but you certainly can't fault the effort of this man here today. He's been a real thorn in their sides all afternoon. And that last carry puts him over the 100-yard mark.
That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down. On 2nd and 12, Rodgers. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against the zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the... And Rodgers intercepted a 3rd time. Picked up by Denzel Ward.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
They'll run on 1st down. Jackson. And they'll get him down right about the 20. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. Again, it's Jackson as he'll stay on the ground. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the fourth as it was way back in the first, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
A good run on first down, and now they contemplate a second and goal situation. Second and goal from the 1. They'll try and run forward with Bo, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up third down. Vick, third and goal.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the fourth quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
I guess not content to get another 3 here late. They'll try to add 6 more as they go on fourth and goal. Here's Michael Vick. And, it'll be intercepted. Read it well, and it's picked. Gronkowski, the intended receiver. So they get the takeaway, but that's just step 1. They still have a lot of work to do.
But they don't want to focus on that now. Now it's about getting the ball in the end zone and hoping they can take it away again.
Yeah, still a 3-score game, though, fourth quarter. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21. Second and 9 now from the 21. From the gun, it's Rodgers. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Holt. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. It's a first down on a gain of 10. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on first and 10. Now left side on the swing pass. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, second and 2.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run. Got behind his pads. Bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw through 3 quarters. No reason to lighten up now. Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete. So now second and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Throwing is Rodgers. His throw incomplete. Terrell Owens, the intended receiver, and it's third down. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden the secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
Throwing is Rodgers on third down. And he's got a man. It's T.O. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Rodgers now to throw. And this is caught. It's Cooper. 33 yards that time. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get... And he's going to go down. Sacked back at the 13-yard line. Sacked there by Ray Lewis. They'll try again on second and goal after going backwards to the 12. Rodgers going to throw. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. Cooper was the intended target, but now it's third and goal. Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same surface tablet that you look at on the sidelines. Nothing's worked for them. They've got to find a way to start matching each other's movements.
Maybe one final chance here to make this a bit more respectable as he'll go for it on fourth and goal. To throw, it's Rodgers. And this is incomplete. They can't hook up here on the fourth down pass attempt. And the Patriots defense is going to take over on downs. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. They run on first down as they're able to get this forward for about 4. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down. They run again with Jackson. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. The All-Pro Von Miller there on the tackle. On third down, this is Jackson. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and it'll bring up a 4th down. And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. So this will wind up a victory for the New England Patriots.
Be their last points of the game.
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close them out.